everyone, it's Rhonda Rawlings. Welcome to the fourth segment of Uplift Upstate. So excited to be here today in Spartanburg, South Carolina, with my friend Reggie Rock. You'll have to excuse me because he makes me laugh at the most ridiculous times. So happy to have him on with me today. And thank you so much to everyone who watched our last segment. If you want to learn more about Cancer Survivors Park, as well as metastatic breast cancer, please log on to our social media pages, Uplift Upstate on Facebook and on Instagram as well. You can also email us at upliftupstate@gmail.com. We're also still saying prayers and keeping everyone who is battling metastatic breast cancer and breast cancer in our prayers, along with their family and friends who are traveling that journey with them as well. So, of course, you know that every segment we do, we give away items. And last week,
somebody paid for them?
Nobody paid for them.
Okay. So that means we're giving them away.
We're giving them away. And they were amazing t-shirts from Rock Bottom.
Absolutely.
So, and we have three winners, and we want to announce the winners.
So, can I do that?
You can do that, please.
Chastity Irvin, Cynthia Bratcher, and Andrea Potts. We want to congratulate you guys. I know you.
As well. Y'all should see how long it took him to learn those names before we started the taping, but it's all good. We love him. And thank you so much to everyone who liked the Instagram page, Uplift Upstate. That's how you get to win all these prizes. And if you want to learn more about Reggie Rock, about Rock Bottom, tell them where they can go.
Visit us on all our social media sites, which will be, I don't know if you still use Twitter, but you can go to Twitter, Reggie Rock 1. That's Reggie, ROCC, number 1. Facebook is Rock, Reggie, ROCC, Reggie. And Instagram is Reggie Rock 1. All right. So, and also please go and subscribe and tune into like all the new content, everything we got going on from the new apparel. Right now we're in the fall, right? So you can check out the new sweatshirts, the hoodies, and everything like that at www.rockbottom.com. That's ROCC bottom.com.
And we're going to have him back on to talk about just his story, because it's an amazing story and he's such a talented individual.
So you just brought me like for just this part?
Yes, you're just on for this part. Yeah. It took you long enough to learn the three names, so, you know.
Chastity Irvin, Cynthia Bratcher, and Andrea Potts.
Y'all all won Rock Bottom t-shirts. Thank you so much to Reggie Rock for being such a good sport. And today, I'm really looking forward to the show. We have Jeanice Sherai on with us today. You know, we are going through some difficult times right now. We have civil and racial unrest. We have a very important election coming up, as well as we're dealing with the coronavirus. So many people are having a hard time, spiritually and mentally. And Jeanice Sherai is doing such incredible things to help our community. So we're going to talk to her all about that in just a moment. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, we are here in Spartanburg at beautiful Morgan Square. Isn't it beautiful? I am from Greenville. I live in Greenville. However, I love Spartanburg and want to start spending some more time here. Amazing restaurants. And I was in this area last year around the holidays, and they just had it decked out so beautifully. I hope they do the same thing again this year. So I want to introduce Jeanice Sherai. She is the founder and CEO of Jeanice Sherai, LLC. And I have to say, I started this platform, Uplift Upstate, because I wanted to bring something positive to our communities. I know we listen to the news all the time and we hear so many things that can bring us down. But I think it's really important that we fill our hearts and our minds and our spirits with positivity. And you bring so much light on social media. So when I saw her pages, I had to have her on the show. Jeanice is really focusing on helping the community to be more aware, more thankful, to sort of slow down and practice mindfulness in times such as these, and always, really. So talk to us a little bit more about Jeanice Sherai.
So Jeanice Sherai, I am the CEO and founder, like you said, of Jeanice Sherai, LLC. And we're all about promoting whole minds and present moments. We focus on, we do life coaching, purpose coaching. We also do holy yoga. And just like you said, we just help others to understand the importance of just being still in the seasons that God has you. Learning to be in that place, you know, we struggle in hard seasons. So learning to be in that place, be still in that place, and really hear what God is speaking to us in that place. And so that's some of the things that we do.
Most definitely. And I'm glad you mentioned stillness because during this time of quarantine and during this time of coronavirus where we're spending much more time at home, I have found that for me, you know, walking and really being quiet and focusing on mindfulness and meditation has really, really helped me to become more thankful about the things that I've had. And it's given me wonder about the world around me. So talk to us about what that means to you,
Yeah,
about the power of stillness.
yeah. And I think, 2020 really forced most of us to kind of be still in the places that we are and really be grateful and thankful for the things that are surrounding us that we kind of take for granted. But stillness for me it's important because we fight so many things like anxiety and depression and different worries that cloud our mind and really just, I call them, they steal away the moments of our life. They steal away those present moments. And so when we're still, we're able to slow our minds down to hear what God is speaking so that we can not hear what the world is saying. So, when 2020 started, the news was rampant. Everything was, if you were tuned into the news, you were worried, you were stressed, you were trying to figure out what to do. But if you sat still with God and really truly listened to what He was saying, there was peace there instead of what you were seeing in this world and what the news was giving you. And that's why it's so important.
Most definitely. And something else I noticed on your website is that you really focus on purpose living. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so, a lot of times when people hear purpose, we go through these stages in life and we're like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And what I really like for people to think about is that purpose is in everyday life. So doing this interview is purposed by God. Those have, if they're having dinner, with people, that's purposed by God. The things we do on a daily basis is purpose. We just have to find that purpose in those things, and there's always purpose there. Usually, you can walk away from a person. You'll say, what they said meant something. That really changed my mindset on that situation or that subject. That was purpose. Or someone can just speak life into you at a grocery store when you needed it, and that's purpose. And so I just really believe that when we live every day knowing that that's purpose, we won't spend so much time trying to search for purpose and know that when we were born, God gave us purpose. He created us for a purpose.
Most definitely. And whatever He has put in your heart, He will do whatever He needs to do to see you fulfill that.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So one of the things that I've always wanted to do, I haven't gotten into it yet. I bought the mats, but I have not yet tried it. But is yoga, because yoga, it has been said that it really centers you. It helps you focus on the now moment rather than thinking about anything in the future, what could happen, but it helps you be more thankful, more mindful, and more present, I guess you could say. So talk to us about some of the benefits of yoga, because I know that is your passion.
Yeah, and there are so many benefits. Benefits. We've already talked about stillness, just stilling our mind, fighting away anxiety, fighting away depression, fighting away worries that we have in our minds. But not only that, it's great with respiratory issues, and that is so needed right now with everything that's going on with COVID-19. It helps with that respiratory issues because yoga is breath, it's movement, and it's meditation. So that breath is helping you with your lungs to learn how to breathe, to learn how to slow down, to learn how to really exercise those lungs in a healthy way. It helps with cardiovascular issues. For athletes, it helps to protect your muscles from injuries. It helps with flexibility. It helps with so many different things in our bodies. There's such thing as yoga therapy, where some people who are having injuries, they're being recommended to yoga therapists now to get to stretch these ligaments, to stretch these muscles, to get them functioning in the way that they're supposed to, in a healthy manner. So yoga, it not only helps your body physically, but it helps you mentally, and not only that, it helps you spiritually as well.
Awesome. And so one of the things I noticed about Jeanice is that she practices holy yoga. And so I want to know, what is the difference to you between regular yoga and holy yoga?
So the biggest difference and the main difference between yoga and holy yoga is Christ. So
that's a big difference.
It is. That's the biggest difference. And the reality is when people come to my classes or when they have a private session with me, I always tell them that they're meeting Jesus on their mat. So they're meeting Jesus on their mat and they're really listening to what Jesus is saying to them. They're meditating on God's word. They're meditating on what he's speaking to them in that season. We still use, we're still stretching the body. We're still using the yoga poses, but we're upbuilding the kingdom of God. We're teaching about God. We're helping people to understand what God thinks about them, what he says about them. And so we're upbuilding people because of what God says about them, and we're spreading that gospel, that good news.
Wow, I love it. I love it. And so what Jeanice is doing is she's offering free yoga classes, free holy yoga classes, free in Spartanburg for the rest of October.
Correct.
I think you also have some sessions in Simpsonville as well.
Yeah.
But for the rest of October, free yoga sessions. And how can people, is there any requirements?
So the only thing I ask is that you either visit my pages, my Facebook or my Instagram. My Facebook is Jeanice Sherai LLC. My Instagram is at Jeanice Sherai. There's a link in bio. You can go to my website, which is www.jeanicesherai.com. All of my classes are listed there. All of the dates are listed there. You can register for those classes. They're donation based, but it's not required. Come. One of the things that yoga studies have shown that's missing is that there's a gap for middle income and lower income people taking yoga, and that's because of sometimes the price of what it takes to take a yoga class or to be a member of a yoga studio. And so I wanted to meet that gap. I wanted to provide something that's affordable, that's also going to heal you and nurture you mentally, physically, and spiritually.
I love it. So you would need to bring your own mat?
Bring your own mat. Yep. Yeah, and if you don't have a mat, just reach out to me. I have mats as well, but with COVID-19, I think that most of my students feel more comfortable bringing their own mats in.
Awesome. And I just purchased one recently, and it was very inexpensive. It was about $15 for the mat. So,
and you can probably find one for cheaper than that. If you go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, you may find one for $5 to $7.
Wow.
And the classes are right on Wall Street in front of Health in Hand, and they're from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And you can get 20% off a 20% off a juice, a smoothie, or a bowl after the class. So hope you come out and join me one Saturday before the end of October.
Awesome. I also want to let you know that Jeanice is also an author. So please go to her website and her social media pages to check out her books as well. And she puts so much positive information. And that's what we need, to follow social media pages that are going to lift us up and build us up during these times and always. So thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. And I want to thank my guest, Reggie Rock, for giving away those t-shirts, as well as Jeanice Sherai. She's doing incredible things in the community. Please look her up and come out to one of her free holy yoga sessions. I will be out definitely before the month is over. Now, I want to give a shout out because I believe in supporting local. My friend Giovanna Gethers, you should follow her on social media. She's got a group called the Breathe Group. She is the founder and CEO, and she came out with a new magazine. It's called Breathe Now. I am a magazine lover, but so many of them just have ad after ad. But this one is very purposeful. There's an article in here of telling us how to achieve and maintain wellness, as well as another article talking about how we should remain thankful for what we have right now, even in times of uncertainty. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And of course, I have a giveaway. The holiday season is coming up, and if you would like your portrait done, your family's portrait or a portrait of your own, we are giving away free portraits. So all you have to do is log on and become a follower of the Uplift Upstate Instagram page. All of our followers will be in that drawing to win free family portraits, and they are from Antonio Modesto, an extremely talented photographer in the Upstate. So go ahead, log on to the Instagram page, invite friends, and everyone will be entered to win. We'll be giving away several family portraits, on-location portraits. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And also, if you want to let us know if you have some positive information to share, please email us at upliftupstate@gmail.com.